Okay, what's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Big slate tonight. We only have 15 minutes because Justin's computer may restart, so let's not waste any time and dive right in. Justin, why don't you start us off with point guards tonight?
Yeah, so tonight's a huge 11-game slate. It's going to be a good one. There's a few guys with injuries and stuff I like with Giannis out. I really like Eric Bledsoe. He's going to get a lot of usage. I actually really like that game in general because there's some guys out for the Bulls too. But so for Eric, I like Eric Bledsoe a lot at 6,900 on FanDuel. Another guy I like with injuries that I'm going to be focusing on. With Joel Embiid out, I like Ben Simmons. He's 9K, but it's Ben Simmons and it's versus New Orleans. It should be a higher scoring game. So I'm looking forward to that one. I like Chris Paul versus Atlanta. I'm kind of worried about scoring there for like maybe blowout or something, but you never want to predict that. So Chris Paul's got a great matchup. Trae Young's terribly defensively. So those are some of the main guys I'm focusing on. I don't mind Tyler Johnson versus former team. He just put up 50 points, like 50 fantasy points yesterday, I think. So, I think it's kind of a mid to higher pay up spot for point guard on FanDuel.
Yeah, there's a ton of. It's a great night. There's a lot of value. It's a night for having a lot of lineups and a lot of different exposure points. But I'm not as on Chris Paul tonight after hearing that James Harden is most likely going to play. I thought they were going to rest Harden and be careful with him just because it was probably somewhat of an easier game for them, especially than Golden State. But it makes Harden interesting to me. If he's healthy enough to play in this one, then he's probably pretty close to healthy. So I have interest in Harden. He could be an interesting pivot off of someone like LeBron tonight at a similar price point. Obviously, we're talking DraftKings here because of the point guard, shooting guard. Luka Doncic is coming back from injury. I like him always, but he should be very fresh coming off the All-Star break. Had a little extra time to rest that ankle. D'Angelo Russell always seems to be. I'm not sure if Karis LeVert is really 100% right, and I think the Nets are kind of thinking the same thing there. So Russell's really just taking on like the full load for Brooklyn, and it's kind of working. So when they're at home, we just saw the Knicks take care of business against San Antonio yesterday. So the Spurs aren't really the Spurs of old defensively. So I like D'Angelo Russell at home. Again, these are more GPP plays. Ben Simmons is someone we're always going to look to, and Joel Embiid's out. So I definitely like him tonight. You don't need to justify him to me. If you want to stick him in your lineups, cash or a GPP. I would say Chris Paul is probably more of a GPP play for me now that Harden's back. He's playing very well, but his price point's pretty high for him. So it's not too much upside. But you can make the argument for GPP. And then obviously with Giannis out, I'm a big fan of Bledsoe and Brogdon both. I like Brogdon for the $1,000 discount. But Bledsoe will be very popular tonight, and he should shoulder more of every sort of load tonight, offensively, assists, everything, playmaking, everything. And then a little bit cheaper down the way, Arcidiacono will probably start for Chicago. So he's down at 3,600. It's some value there, and what should be a pretty high-scoring game with Giannis out. DeLon Wright was someone we mentioned last week. These aren't like guys you're stuffing in there, but if you have like a lineup you really love and you need to find some value under 4K, these people I'm acceptable. I'm okay with them being started. And then we always want to look at the point guard facing Trae Young. With Harden tonight, Paul. So well, let's move on because you're running out of time. Shooting guard, I'll do real quick. Harden, of course, again. I like Steph Curry. We actually didn't mention him at point guard, but he's another one tonight. In Charlotte, Golden State's not playing as well defensively as they used to, so games like this have the potential to be very high scoring for them, especially in Charlotte. That could be one of the best games all season for those fans. So we'd probably be pretty loud there. I like Josh Richardson. He's cheaper than he's been in a while. Is Goran playing?
I think so.
Right, so it's like even if he is, Goran's been hurt, but Winslow's out, Magruder's out. The Heat are very thin tonight, so Josh Richardson's standing out to me. I like Dion Waiters as well, Dwayne Wade, all of those Heat guys against Phoenix are in play for me tonight at shooting guard. What about you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I agree. Shooting guard eligible on FanDuel is James Harden, Luka Doncic. I actually don't mind Drew Holiday tonight because AD hasn't been getting the minutes or usage. And he's been hurt and he's been doing all this stuff. So don't mind Drew Holiday for GPP. But yeah, I mean, Jimmy Butler's another guy you can always look to when Joel Embiid's out, but he's a little pricey. He's 8,600. So a guy that I like for a little bit more of a discount that I actually like a lot with the injuries is Zach LaVine. I think it's going to be, again, I like that game a lot. So I think Zach LaVine's definitely in play. And then another guy a little bit lower than that is with Giannis out, Chris Middleton at 7,000. I think that's good. He has got a good matchup, and even Brogdon as well. But yeah, the other guy, the other injury news you want to be aware of is Miami. I mean, they're pretty thin. You got Dwayne Wade, you got Dion Waiters, $500 difference. I like Dion Waiters. But yeah, I mean, Karis LeVert, like you said, he hasn't been really on his game like he was before. And Kent Bazemore is probably not going to get as much minutes with Kevin back. So yeah, I mean, the rest of the guys like Delon Wright, maybe, Reggie Bullock. He's been kind of safer for his price. He's been getting good minutes, and then if that game is high scoring, I like Andre Iguodala for only 4,400. But yeah, those are like the main guys I'm focusing on. Like I said, Zach LaVine, Chris Middleton, and like Dion Waiters from Miami.
I feel like the Milwaukee-Chicago game is going to be the most heavily targeted game of the night, probably.
Yeah, probably. But I mean, I think rightfully so too.
Yeah, totally.
So
how many are you playing? Middleton, Brogdon, and Bledsoe in the same lineup?
I'm playing $3, but not Brogdon.
You're Brook.
Yeah, I'm liking Brook Lopez tonight, especially on DraftKings. He's pretty cheap. So
I agree. Moving over to small forward, I love LeBron. He's getting angry. They're losing, and when they lose in the past, LeBron just puts the team on his back. So he's getting expensive. For him, it's normal for him, but he was just 10K. Now we're at 11K. So enjoy it while you can. I think LeBron's one of the better plays of the night. I like Luka Doncic again. I mentioned him. I love these like point guard, small forwards. So Doncic and Simmons, I think, are both in play. Well, obviously, unless he has a minutes restriction, I don't think he does, though. Chris Middleton, we've spoken about. Jimmy Butler, we've spoken about. These days, the Warriors are GPP plays. So if you want to stick in Durant, go for it at your own, DeMar DeRozan, Durant, people like that are going to be the darts of the night that aren't heavily owned. I like Tobias Harris more than Jimmy Butler as well, just for the price discount.
Right.
Similar production. Karis LeVert, I'm staying away from at the moment. Until he shows us he's fully healthy, I don't want to take that chance. Maybe in GPP, sure. Dion Waiters, we've mentioned. Kelly Oubre is great, but his price is too high now. And that's it for me, small forward. What about you?
Yeah, LeBron James again. I mean, it's LeBron James. He's it's LeBron James. You don't really have to explain much. He's been doing well. He's been getting mad. He's been playing harder. So I like him. I don't mind Kevin Durant, for more of a GPP, but he's 10,000. He has that 60-point plus upside. It's a kind of a harder position on FanDuel. Okay, restarting in 5 minutes, so we gotta get through. Yeah, so Danilo Gallinari, Kelly Oubre, Brandon Ingram, I don't mind tonight for 6,500 versus Memphis, and then Josh Richardson is another guy I like with the injuries and stuff going on in Miami. And then the last guy that more somewhat of a value is Nicholas Batum. I like him for for GPP, but it might be an okay position to maybe punt like Gerald Green or something, in this position, especially versus Atlanta. So we'll move to power forward. If you're good, are you good at the?
Yeah, you started off.
All right, so power forward. I'm sounding like a squeaky broken wheel here, but Chicago, Lauri Markkanen, he's pricey. He's 8,900, but he's going to have tons of usage and tons of touches tonight, and I really really like him. Yeah, so I like Tobias Harris. He's only 74.
Mirotic revenge, maybe.
Huh?
Little Mirotic revenge.
Yeah, right. But yeah, that's funny. So Kevin Love has got pricier, but he's been getting tons of points per minute. I like Marvin Bagley. He's 7,400, but he's been just carrying the Kings like through the bench, and just he's like I really like him tonight. So Tobias Harris and Marvin Bagley, and that. And then I do also like Ivan Rabb with Jaren Jackson hurt. Jonas Valanciunas is going to be the 5 and be playing center, but Ivan Rabb I think will still get minutes, and it's the Lakers who haven't just been that great versus the bigger guys. So yeah, those are some of the guys, and then Kelly Olynyk. I've been seeing him a lot today. I'm not sure how I fully feel about him, but he's only 4,600 and he has some big upside versus Phoenix, so he's definitely in play too.
Yeah, Olynyk and Derek Jones are both in play, but they're just because Miami's so shorthanded tonight.
Right.
Markkanen, I agree with. I think he's in for a big night. His price is getting up there at 7,900 on DK too, but you're going to need someone to run it back with on Chicago.
Right.
Most likely if you're taking all these people on Milwaukee. So you have, you're maximizing your upside. We do like Arcidiacono too. We spoke about him. But power forward, so LeBron, Markkanen, okay, of course. Aldridge, I feel like, has a really good career line in Brooklyn. That comes to my head for some reason, but I do like him. Mirotic, Revenge. Bagley is very low owned for sure because his price is creeping up there and he's been dominating. So I like that as a GPP, but I'm not so into Ivan Rabb. I like Jonas Valanciunas much more. Sabonis if Miles Turner's out, and Kyle O'Quinn too. So
yeah, definitely.
Valanciunas is one of my favorite plays of the night. He's back and copped a nice 25-11 double-double the other night, 19 shots. So he's one of the focal points of Memphis's attack until Jaren Jackson's back. Karl Towns is playing tonight. He's one of the top plays of the night. He should be very fresh as well, coming off of his car accident rest. Andre Drummond, if Miles Turner is out, I like him a lot because Kyle O'Quinn can't guard him. Miles Turner can't either, but he can slow him down. DeMarcus Cousins' price is finally getting up there, so I'm not really on him anymore. Boban, I do have a little bit of interest in. His price is going up, but we might as well enjoy him 1 or 2 more games until Embiid's back or wherever Embiid's back. But Boban should have good numbers against New Orleans tonight. I like him a lot. And then like Dwight Powell and Robin Lopez actually are both also. But if Rolo gets to start, 4,100, good matchup. Kelly Olynyk, that's it for me.
Yeah, Karl Anthony Towns, he's pricey, but I like him versus Zach. He could have a huge game. Like you said, Andre Drummond, DeMarcus Cousins, I actually do like versus Charlotte. Cody Zeller, like he is 8,300. He's getting pricey, but he has big upside. But Draymond Green might be back tonight. I think a guy that could go low owned that is due for a monster game since being back is Clint Capella versus Atlanta, who is just terrible versus bigs. But if you're going to go there, I mean, Jonas Valanciunas is $400 cheaper. He is kind of pricier, 7,600. But the Lakers aren't good versus bigs at all. Then there's Cody Zeller, and Dwayne Dedmon's actually been playing pretty good lately, but Capella's defense is good, so I'd be weary there. And then, like you said, if Rolo starts and gets those minutes, not bad, and you have the brothers playing each other. But my guy I really do like tonight for his price and just his production and Giannis out and everything is Brook Lopez. He's going to be in my lineups. So I do like him a lot, and he's going to be but there's, if you want to pay up, I think that's a good strategy. It just depends on your lineup construction tonight. But those are the main guys I'm focusing on.
Valanciunas and Brogdon are my locks. Who are your locks of the night, and who's your high scorer of the
night? I'd say Zach LaVine is gonna be a lock for me. Zach LaVine and Eric Bledsoe, and then highest scorer of the night. Oh man, Lauri Markkanen. I think he's gonna get.
You think he's gonna outscore LeBron and Harden?
Yeah, I'm gonna bold call Lauri Markkanen.
Interesting. All right. Well, I think it's gonna be LeBron. But before Justin's computer restarts, it was a good show. Thank you guys. Good luck tonight. We'll be in the chat. Yeah, we have a new trial going on and new pricing structure. So check us out. Thanks.